Today I'm going to be sharing with you a daily technicals video going over what I see unfolding in the charts for tomorrow and the rest of the week. What's going on, guys? My name is Jeffrey Rodriguez and welcome to another video. If you want to learn how to trade Forex using technical analysis and price action and all kind of other Forex related stuff, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss anything. So today I decided to share a recording with you guys, and this is a live stream that I do with my premium group every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And what we do here is we go over any trades that we've taken the previous day, and we also go over all the technicals that we see unfolding in the charts for the rest of the week. So if you're a trader out there and you feel like you just haven't really got the hang of trading yet and don't really understand too much what's going on, join my premium group. I'll be able to help you through live sessions, give you signals, all that stuff. And the link for that will be the first link in the description below. So I'll see you in there. What's going on, guys? This is Jeffrey Rodriguez back with another daily technicals video. We do these every single Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday live inside of the premium Facebook group. They are at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And the whole purpose of these is to go over any trades that we took the previous day, as well as what I see unfolding in the markets going into the rest of the week and the next day ahead. So with that stuff being said, guys, I want to go ahead and start this video off by saying right now you guys should be looking at the forexfactory.com, which is the upcoming news releases for the week. And I want to go ahead and talk about what we've got. So we have a US bank holiday tomorrow, which is the 4th of July. And then Thursday, July 5th, we have FOMC. And Friday, July 6th, we have NFP. So in terms of a trading week, any trading that you guys were doing this week should have been wrapped up pretty much today, because again, tomorrow you're not really going to want to be trading during the US bank holiday, nor are you going to want to be trading Thursday for FOMC or Friday for NFP. So it's the start of a new month. We have all these high impact news releases and a holiday. It's just best if you guys would wait to start trading again Monday next week. So that's actually what I'm going to be doing. We're going to continue to do these daily technicals just so we can analyze the markets and watch what it does. But we're not necessarily going to be trading because we don't want to put money at risk in this type of market environment. So with that being said, let's go ahead and we're going to move over to the trade that we took last night. And it was here in euro dollar. So what I want to go ahead and talk about is the initial short that we took, and I'm on a 5 minute time frame for you guys, and the reason I'm on a 5 minute is because this is what I based my entry off of. Now in terms of what I seen on the hourly time frame, we had this push up, but it respected this hourly ICT bearish order block here. And if you also draw your fib on this move, why am I drawing my fib on this move? Because this is the one that made a lower low, lower than the previous low. So with that being said, we can actually use this high here because this would be the high of the swing. So you can see that we pushed up right into the 79% retracement level. And once we started trading off of that and this hourly candle closed bearish like that, I moved down to a 5 minute time frame. And as you can see right here on a lower time frame, we've also formed a lower high coming off of that 79% retracement level. So if you draw your fib on this, and you're drawing your fib on this one just to see how far the retracement was, not necessarily to map out an entry. I just wanted to show you guys it pushed right up into the 70.5 retracement level, also tapping that 79% retracement level one more time, and then it dropped off from there. So how I entered was once this candle here closed bearish coming off of the 79% retracement level and making the lower high, I sold it once this candle closed bearish and this candle pushed right back up into this up candle here, which is a small 5 minute ICT bearish order block, and I sold it, and it gave another opportunity for an entry right here. But once the market started pushing back up, I went ahead and just closed it out for a couple pips. Now once the market started pushing back up like this, I told you guys if you want you can go ahead and buy it and set your first take profit above the intraday high right here at 16.73 and then targeting 17 big figure. Now we did get a little movement initially after that. It was about 10 pips or so. and then you could see we came back down and we didn't really do anything. So once I woke up and I seen the market was here, I just went ahead and cut the position for just a few pips of a loss, about a 5 pip loss. Now, in terms of trading environment, you guys can actually see that the market just consolidated and we really didn't get any type of movement at all for the whole day. So looking at these vertical lines here, you can see this is the start of the day, this is the end of the day, and we just pushed up late New York session, and then no, this was not New York session, this was early London session. And we pushed up early London session, and then we hit that 79% retracement level, found resistance there, and then consolidated since then. So again, tomorrow we do have US bank holiday. So with that being said, that could cause euro dollar to push up a little bit, since the dollar index won't really be open and moving at all. The dollar index is actually going to be shut down because it's a bank holiday, so it's not going to be shut down, but it's going to be just moving sideways, consolidating, not really doing anything. So when that happens, foreign currency tends to kind of make a move against that. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a bullish move against the dollar. It could very well show some weakness because overall maybe the dollar is strong, and we do have those equal highs coming in on dollar index, so we do have to be mindful of that as well. So in terms of the trades that we took last night, this is them. Those were the reasonings for my entries. Again, no real profit on these, but overall, I mean, that's the majority of the trading I'm going to be doing for the week. We don't want to participate in the remainder of the week with all these ridiculous news events that we got. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and we'll move into the analysis portion of this video. And then after that, we'll go ahead and we'll dive into the Q&A portion. So looking at dollar index, we've been talking about this ICT bullish order block here on the 1 hour time frame. If you're in my premium group, then you obviously know the importance of this level and why we've been watching it. But you could see we found resistance there initially, and then once we pushed above it, found a little bit of support, traded right back through it, found resistance there again, and then we sold off. So I think what we're going to get on dollar index now is I think we're going to push down into this 94 big figure, clear out the liquidity below here as well as here. And if you look on a daily time frame, the 94 big figure is the high of this ICT bullish order block. And we also have these daily sell stops right here, which is some resting liquidity. So the market would likely want to come take out the stops below here, capitalize this bullish ICT order block, and then maybe we could see a rally off of that and come back up to the 95.50 level. Because I think this 95.50 level is going to be the next upside objective, but they don't necessarily have to hit it from here. They could easily trade back into this bullish order block and then take out that level. So we still have to wait and see what we're going to get, but I mean, we're not going to be focusing on any trades because we do have all of these high impact news releases for the remainder of the week, and there's going to be a lot of uncertainty, and the markets are probably just going to react really weird, and they're not going to behave normal. So it's not a good idea to be trying to participate in the markets whenever you have that kind of price action. So again, looking at this hourly time frame on dollar index, my overall target for the upside is these equal highs at 95.50. Now, whether or not we continue up from here and take out that level, I don't necessarily know. But I do think, if anything, they're going to want to take the market below these lows and these lows, capitalize that 94 big figure where the daily ICT bullish order block is, and then we could see the movement from there. So this is the scenario I'd like to see. Hit that level, show us some bullish price action, break structure, retest it, and then get a move up. Continuing potentially up into those equal highs. Now, if that takes place all this week, before Friday's close, and we don't get to participate in it, then that's fine. That gives us a lot more clarity of what's going to unfold next week. And the whole goal, again, is to preserve capital. We're not trying to put on as many trades as possible and constantly risk money. We're trying to identify the highest probability trades for us to make money, capitalize on that, and stay profitable. Okay, with that being said, we're going to be finished with dollar index, and we're going to go ahead and move over to euro dollar. Now euro dollar, again, looking at the trade that we took from yesterday, you guys seen that we just consolidated, didn't really do anything. But we are holding this 1 hour ICT bullish order block here. So if anything, I do think dollar index is going to take that 94 big figure, and then we could get some buying in around there. Now for euro dollar, we could see a push up using this ICT bullish order block here at 1645 as support, and then we could see euro dollar trade up into 1720 and potentially take out that high that we got that formed June 25th. Take out that high, and then we could see some rejection from there. So about the 1720 to 1725 level, I'm going to be looking at for upside objective on euro dollar. Now, if we start trading lower, you guys already know longer term, I'm looking for the equal lows on the daily, the 1.15 big figure, but we can capitalize on intraday and day trading moves while the market's moving down to those levels. So depending on the price action that we get, I'm just going to be targeting pretty much each swing low going forward. So right now, if we just continued to sell off, my first target would be 1620, then 16 big figure, then 1550, 1520, and then 15 big figure. So it's pretty much every single hourly time frame going down. So that's going to be my analysis for euro dollar. Again, expecting further upside if we get that weakness in dollar index. But you guys want to be cautious. I don't advise trading this week at all. If anything, this would be one of the weeks out of the year that I would not trade at all. So don't put any money at risk. Trade on a demo account. Just be very cautious, and the market's going to have some really weird behavior. So moving over to cable GBP USD. Again, with the consolidation, no real clean price action in my opinion. We've got equal highs here, so again, if dollar index pushes up, expecting higher prices on cable as well. Now, where could they go? We do have these equal highs that come in at around 32.30 to 32.40, so that is going to be my shorter term target for cable. And then we do have this ICT bearish order block that comes in at 32.60, so that's going to be my next target. And if we push through all that, then we're going to be shooting for 33.15, which is this high back here that we called, coming off of that bearish order block. And that's going to be my targets on cable going forward. So if we get some weakness on cable, same thing as euro dollar, going to be looking for that liquidity below these daily lows here to be blown out around the 1.30 big figure. Now, once we get that level achieved, could they continue or could they reverse? I don't necessarily know. We just have to see what price action we get. If the market does form a big long wick and instantly rejects that on, say, a 15-minute or 30-minute time frame, then it's likely you're going to see a rejection, and the market's going to potentially want to start shooting back up, maybe up into those equal highs that we have on the daily. But again, that would be way longer term at the 1.44 big figure. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be looking at for cable as well. It's just going to be interesting. I want to see if we could take out the high at 1.33. And if that's the case, then likely they may want to continue up to 1.35. But again, it's all going to determine on what we get with the dollar index, and that's hard to tell when we have dollar index or US holiday tomorrow for dollar index. So that is cable. Now, take a quick look at UJ and UCAD, see if there was anything in these two. But overall, again, the markets aren't really going to have anything clear for us all week. Yeah, UJ, I mean, I don't really see anything clear on UJ at the moment. This is one of the pairs that kind of does its own thing. It doesn't necessarily follow dollar index all the time. It is reacting off of a 4-hour bearish order block here after clearing out some of the stops in here. Now, I don't necessarily know if it's going to want to continue lower. We do have a lot of clean price action of these lows here, so the market could, want to just make a quick move down pretty much and clear out all that liquidity below these lows. So that could be a scenario that we get. We have this like triple bottom thing right here. So that's kind of, the area that I would be aiming for, that 109.40 level for my downside objective on dollar yen. So let's move on to dollar CAD and take a look at that. And let's see what we got. Dollar CAD, same thing for this. We do have equal highs resting at around the 33.80 level. Now, we do need strength in dollar index to get that, in my opinion. We are retesting structure, though, that was broken. So once the structure was broken, we traded all the way back down and haven't quite actually retested it, but we traded into this 1 hour ICT bullish order block here. And so far have formed a higher low. So it, in my opinion, looks like it wants to come down a little bit lower before continuing higher, maybe down into this 1.3050 to 3060 level. Retest this high here, which would be, again, a retest of structure. And if you draw your fibs on that same swing, starting from the low to the highs, the double top, you can also see that we have the 61.8 retracement level that pretty much lines up relatively close. It's at 30.59, and then this is at about 30.65. So a couple pips off, but pretty much exactly the level that we'd be looking for to expect some buying to come into the marketplace. So again, for dollar CAD, if we do get that weakness on dollar index, I'm going to look for these equal lows right here at the 29.50 level. And that's what I'll be targeting in terms of short term, based off of the weakness that we could get on dollar index. But ideally, I would like to see the market find some support at 1.3050 to 3060. If that's not the case, again, my eyes are going to go to these lows here, and then basically each swing low going forward from there. So let's take a look at Euro GBP and see if we have anything in here to determine clarity on Euro or cable. And if you guys look, we did talk about this in the weekly technicals. We finally had that breakout on Euro GBP. So we could very well just retest this ICT bullish order block here, this down candle before this big push up. Or we do have this series of 2 down candles here that we could trade back into. It's also within the down candle here. So pretty much if you use this whole down candle, any retracement within to that, we want to see some buying come in the market, and then look for this market to make new higher highs. And if that's the case, we can expect pretty strong euro dollar going into the fall, which could set up some nice swing trade opportunities. So in terms of the analysis portion, that is going to wrap it up. If you are watching the recording of this and have any questions about anything that I talked about, just be sure to drop them in the comments below this video, and I'll go ahead and answer those for you. And otherwise, we are going to go ahead and move right into the question portion of this video. So anyone who has any questions, go ahead and post those in the chat box for me. If you're watching this on Instagram, go ahead and post that in Instagram's little comment section, and I'll go ahead and answer any questions you guys have, and then we'll move into we'll wrap up the video because that will be the end.
After this track I might need me some lozenges. I ain't about to go soft, this rapping shit lately been pissing me off. Guess these words are kinda just at the tip of my tongue, but I'm still young and I hope I find the rhymes that'll live through time before that fat lady has sung. Cause when I'm inside this booth, feels like I rule the world. But I'll hop off my horse, hop in your Porsche, give it a